Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, with special thanks to Revenant, Anerdinwarpaint, Antonio Hernandez, Exsellsior, Lima, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Solasta, as we work towards officially clearing the last few side quests from our queue. And I will say, this one really kind of feels like it came out of left field. With our other characters, it really felt like there was more of a direct connection between the origin story we picked for them and the theme of the quest they were then given. Sir having to deal with the fallout of his past skullduggery, Henrik having to deal with a spirit that had consigned itself to purgatory after losing faith, and even Istvan, who had to contend with people from his old life as an aristocrat under very different circumstances. This one, though, I don't know. I do find it intriguing and surprisingly dark, but it's more of like the War Orphan origin story as opposed to the sellsword origin we actually picked. It just kind of strikes me as an odd interpretation. That said, I am curious to see where it goes.
Nice house.
Strange. It feels familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. Let's go inside.
I'll also say, while I do have some general issues with the setup, they really nailed the atmosphere in this location. The music, the sort of bleak set design, it definitely gives the scene more weight than it probably deserves. We've got a lot of open space out here. I suppose that's one of the drawbacks with these turn-based tactical RPGs. You can really tell when a map has been designed with an impending battle in mind. And that is exactly the vibe this place is giving off. Oh, let's get lights up.
I'm seeing a hidden door.
Oh, there it is.
Undignified, but necessary.
Stairs are blocked, so this must be it. Handwritten note. This handwritten note was found inside your family farmhouse near Copperan. It's proof Sorax are involved. Oh, okay. And it's kind of funny that we've got what appears to be a +1 hand axe here. That is pure RNG. It could have been any weapon, but that actually dovetails kind of nicely into the fact that we originally had her running around with hand axes as her preferred fighting style.
Kneel now, rise later.
I got something. Some stuff and a note.
Oh, right. I guess we haven't actually read that letter yet. I like that they laid out the weapon we found on the table. That's a nice little touch. Report to me at once. Remember, we are always watching. And if you even think of betraying us, your child will be the first to suffer. We are everywhere. I expect your next report in 2 days. Interesting. You know, one of the small bits of expanded lore they did add in the launch build is, right after you bring the crown back to the Legacy Council, the Paladin on the Council, I believe, talks to you about how the Sorax allegedly used emotional and financial blackmail to coerce people into cooperating with them. And this would definitely fit that pattern. I guess to a certain extent, same with Istvan's friend. You know, given the theme of the overarching campaign, you would have really thought they'd try to shoehorn Sorax into every origin story. Let's head back. Oh, right. The inevitable ambush. Well, this, at least, is a complication we know how to handle. I think we've got these guys pretty well outclassed at this point, but let's get the Ghost Sphere running. Oh, you little... Ah, nice. He actually flubbed his check. Wow, I did not expect that guy to toss up a counter. Though I guess, technically, the Acolytes would have always been 5th level or higher, because even that first one we ran into cast a full-fledged fly spell. Okay, Acolyte and Assassin are our primaries here.
Ha! Lucky? Perhaps.
Another miss.
Ow, I guess.
Just bad luck.
Ooh, that's no good. These guys might be low threat, but that changes a little once they start inflicting double damage. I was also really hoping we'd be done with that assassin by now.
You cannot defeat me.
Let's take a quick step back here.
Not too bad.
There we go. Assassin evaporated. Now we just have to mow down that acolyte. Haha, no.
Death claims you!
Well, not dead, but we did knock him out of the air. Let's go ahead and get this warrior out of the way. Thank you. And we've got some actions left over, so let's start trimming the skirmishers.
I won't miss next time.
Ow. Okay, well, that one actually did hurt.
Light will guide us.
Ooh, these guys are really nickel and diming us here. I don't think we're in trouble, but we do need to focus fire.
That I like.
Lovely. Now we're in much better shape.
Well struck.
Better luck next time.
So how do we get up on those platforms? I guess we'll head right. I'm not even sure we can get on that left one. I guess the hay bales, maybe. But there's no predictive path drawn when you move the cursor up there.
Light is with us. That one didn't even fight back.
Sorax!
So they're involved, for sure.
I'll find the rest and kill them.
You know, as sketchy as this backstory is, it is actually starting to grow on me. At least in regards to Yvreth, because by sheer coincidence, it really kind of fits her. The whole parents dying under mysterious circumstances, only to find out that they were killed by Sorax thing, does fit pretty nicely with her Dark Slayer subclass. Not to mention the random axe we just happened to find in that back room. The random acts of violence. It's certainly not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I have definitely seen worse backstories for PCs. And it's just really fascinating to see all these sort of disparate pieces just randomly fitting together to create what could almost be considered a cohesive backstory specific to Yvreth. I do like that. At any rate, looks like the next thing we have to do is go have a chat with Rogar and Caer Kiflin. I thought Rogar was the soldier we rescued from Caer Lem. Was that the priest's name? And then we also need to have a follow-up chat with Mildred, so we'll go do that first. Yeah, and then from there we can teleport straight to Caer Kiflin. Yeah, and then from there we can teleport straight to the Shield Tower and knock out those last couple of side quests. I really do like that atmospheric track. Alright, let's head back to Coppervale and see what Mildred has to say about all this. After, apparently, we slaughter a horde of deep spiders. Adventure! Man, it is actually kind of a trip to see these guys again. They were featured very heavily in the original prototype demo, which I did play on the channel. And from what I understand, they have essentially been cut almost completely out of the launch build of the game. I don't think they're featured in any of the main dungeons. It's weird to me because they had a pretty solid dungeon in the original prototype, and from what I understand, they don't recycle it for use in the full launch build. That dungeon is apparently unique to the original prototype. Given the low budget the developers were working with, it really does seem odd to me that they would not try to recycle that dungeon into the final game.
Wait till the next one.
Anyway, we are going to chop them up. These guys seem relatively frail, but let's go ahead and get the ghost engine running. Maybe ghost globe would be a better term for it. That really does kind of have a snow globe look to it, doesn't it?
Well struck.
Well shoot, now I want an officially branded Solasta ghost globe. I'd really enjoy having it on my shelf for 20 whole seconds before my cats destroyed it.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, these things are strictly mid-level enemies. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Well struck!
Slight animation hiccup. Nothing we haven't seen before.
Come on! That must have hurt.
Nice. It's very satisfying to guesstimate the exact number of missiles you need. Ow, that actually stung a little. I like how their poisons never seem to have trouble sticking. That is something I think I need to do, is go back through all the poison we've been stockpiling and basically just sell everything that's lower than, like, endgame tier. That'll also give us more gold to buy a couple of extra toys. I would like some more slippers of spider climbing. No exits, so I guess we have to finish camping to move on. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and officially ID that axe, too. Just in case it turns out to be a really nice one. Nope, just a plain old ordinary +1 hand axe. Which is a shame because both of our current weapons outclass it. I suppose we'll still hold on to it, though. It is a nice family heirloom. I do wish there was more support for hand axes, and crossbows for that matter. But it is what it is. You've got to work with what you've got. Okay, so what were we doing? Ah, yes, Mildred.
Clear skies. Did you go to the house?
Yes, and I found this note.
Interesting and surprising. Well, why hide it? They could have shown it to the Synod.
Anyway, this was written by the real spy.
So what?
Good luck finding the writer.
Yes, that's it.
What do you mean?
The note. The writing reveals the spy.
Then why didn't your parents use it at the trial? It would have saved their lives.
Because they wanted to keep me safe.
Then they must have known that the spy was present at their trial. You know, paperwork. The Synod, he swears by the rule of law. Every trial is recorded. It's all in the archives.
So, we have our list of suspects.
Exactly.
I hate that paperwork is becoming a recurring theme in our backstories. Okay, so where is that taking us? Ah, right, the archivist. That makes sense. You know what? I was about to start speculating on who the Sorak is, but then I remembered this entire basement was infested with them. So, yeah. I don't know why we trusted this guy in the first place.
Clear skies, what can I do for you today?
We need to consult the archives.
Okay, give me the year in the case, and I'll get whatever you need.
Is that your writing? I've never seen anything so neat.
It's my job. An archive needs to be clear and legible.
Right. So your agents don't misunderstand your orders. Traitor.
You're too smart for your own good.
Oh, so he clearly saw this coming too. Ah, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Nope. Huh. That's it? Sorry, Mr. Miller. You, really should have brought more assassins.
How did I miss?
By not hitting. Let's go ahead and clear Istvan's flank. We could go for something heavier. Ooh, no, that is indiscriminate, so let's not use that. Should have just gone with magic missile.
Wait till the next one.
Yikes, we have not hit those assassins at all, have we? I guess that calls for a ghost globe.
You're still in the fight, my friend.
Oh! You like it?
Really? Come on, man.
Take that!
I could have taken out Miller sooner, but I kind of wanted to set it up so Yvreth would get that kill. Not that it ultimately makes a difference, of course. Alright, so I guess we are headed to the Synard next. Wow, this quest just keeps going, doesn't it? It might be a bit awkward telling this guy we just, executed his archivist. You know, paperwork.
I expected you.
Synard.
You know the truth. I hope you can forgive me to think the Sorex were already here, manipulating me.
It's in the past, though I'd like you to restore my family's name.
The paperwork is underway. Their name will be on a memorial I intend to build.
Great thanks.
Clear skies, my friends.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems kind of abrupt, but... sure. It does give the awkward impression, though, that the Synard already knew the Archivist had been replaced by a Sorak, and he just hadn't done anything about it. An awkward end cap for an awkward side story. Though still one that was fascinating, because there are a lot of very intriguing elements there that are never really fully explored. Obviously, the Sorax just recently replaced the Baron, since the awkward behavior on his part had only started in the month or so leading up to our first arrival here. But the Notary, the Archivist, was in place for what I guess must have been a decade, at least, and he was intrinsically involved in the Orc invasion that almost wiped out the city. But I suppose at the end of the day, the main thing that matters is that Sorax are still the bad guys. So the real takeaway here is that it just gives Yvreth one more reason to want those things dead. Let's go collect our loot, and then we will head for the Tower Shield. I think we've got time for that.
Clear skies, Chaplain Ardenfire.
Clear skies? Did you bring peace to those troubled souls?
Yes. All of them are with the gods now. We couldn't bring him back. He's gone.
Tragedy. The curse of Sortar hurts us still.
Okay, so that guy is Robar, not Rogar. It just seems very strange that they would use such a similar name, especially given that it's not actually on him anywhere. Anyway, we are back in Caer Kiflin, so let's hit the pause button real quick. I'll take care of some bookkeeping off screen, and then we will head for the Tower Shield. Wrap things up with a nice little vampire hunt. We'll be right back. And we are back. Inventory sorted, bracers of sparkle collected and immediately sold, because, honestly, they were bracers of sparkle. And we've just teleported to the Tower of Shield, so...
A little light is always welcome.
let's get Buffy and go stake some vampires. I can't actually remember if Razan used invisibility. Better safe than sorry. Might as well fire up the ghost globe in advance. That thing runs for 10 minutes, and we know we're going to need it. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I will admit I am being a little overcautious here because this region, Revisited, is tagged as level 8, so this should pose some pretty challenging fights. Though I will admit, this actually doesn't look that bad. It does help that we cleared out all the windows and lit all the torches our first time through.
What went wrong there?
No.
Hey, Henrik actually hit with a ranged attack. Good for him.
Welch tried.
I am not seeing much reason to move. We have a really advantageous position here.
You're still in the fight, my friend.
I mean, I suppose I could be saying more, but there's not really a lot to say. For the most part, we're just whittling down these enormous health pools.
Light will guide us.
Which, unfortunately, does tend to be a problem in pretty much every edition of D&D. As always, I will say, I am perpetually tickled by that casual vertical movement. They really need that in more tactical games.
Light is with us.
You'll die like the rest.
And it is done. I wish that had been a bit more of a fight, but what can I say? Vampires have a lot of easily exploited weaknesses. Ancient Letter. A short letter written as a testimony by an ancestor of Lord Danantar. Farewell to the shield. I just received my orders. I shall leave the service of my beloved Adrastia to head to the outer provinces. A new school of magic is opening for spellblades, and I am being sent there as a head teacher in recognition of my years of faithful service. I leave behind this dagger as a testimony to my enduring love and respect for my mentor, Adrastia the Prudent Shield, Master of the Arcaneum. Ah, Lady Adrastia. I wonder if we'll ever get to see her again. I have to imagine we will. Unlike poor Mardrokt, we didn't actually have any way to inadvertently kill Adrastia.
It seems effortless.
Let's do a quick tour of these other structures. Oh, I think that's new. I don't know if that was actually here last time we came through, but if it was, I don't remember interacting with it. No vampires. And nothing inside. Oh, you know what? This might be where that letter came from. The one, the... Uh-oh. Oh, no. I did not realize that would cause time to pass. It is now nighttime and all of our buffs have worn off. Ghost Globe, activate.
Didn't think you could do it.
Yeah, thanks. Nope. Let's get everyone tucked inside the sphere. Estala Mertvik. I don't know who that is. Well, at least we know who Razan is. Hey, buddy. Haven't seen you since you were vaporized by a dragon. How'd that work out for you? Okay, let's not spread out too much. These guys are actually dangerous, so we want them to come to us.
That must have hurt.
Nope, that's not gonna work. And that's not gonna work either. You know what? These stairs are gonna be a pain. Let's follow their lead.
Again. Huh? Who?
Stay on him, Henrik. We'll be right behind you. I'm trying to imagine the three-dimensional space occupied by that vertical positioning.
Good.
Oh, pretty hefty hit on Henrik. But he's still holding steady at 2/3.
Stop that!
Hi. Ma'am, I have 21 AC.
Nice move.
So is she threatening us from there? No, I think we're good. Whoops, but I forgot about that one. That's fine, no harm done.
You should have used. Who?
Don't leave now, it was just getting good. Hello.
Victory is yours.
Oh, bad luck.
You gotta stop regenerating, buddy. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all day. Oh, okay. I thought we just took 34 damage, but that was actually us taking 12 and her taking 22. So, she actually got the worst part of that exchange. Fireball!
A victory fit for a song.
Sorry, ma'am. Oh, Razan, come on, man. Razan just cannibalized that poor guy, leading directly to his death.
Nice move.
A needless sacrifice, just to delay the inevitable.
Another miss.
No thanks.
Ooh.
I said no thanks.
Well done.
And by my count, that is our last Radiant Bolt. Only had 5 of those things. Actually, there is no need to get fancy here. He'll die just from standing next to us. Unless he starts healing himself again. Alright, we'll do this the hard way.
Bravo! Victory is yours.
And job's done. Let's pick up the pieces real quick, and I think we'll be at a good stopping point. Ooh, that's a nice looking cloak. And a farewell letter. Anything else? Nope. Okay, let's ID that cloak, have a gander at those 2 letters, and we are officially done. Cloak of Arachnida. Well, that sounds intriguing. The Masters of the Darkweavers Guild were the first users of such cloaks. Resistance to poison. Spider climb. Cannot be restrained by webs. And cast Pass Without Trace once per day. Wow. So that is like 3 different magic items in one. I think that might easily be one of the most powerful items we've encountered thus far. And from an optional quest, too. I am not sure who's going to get that. Henrik, maybe. Let's have a look at those letters. My love, I have a new daughter. Her name is Estala. Of course, she doesn't have your blood, but she has mine. Unlike you, she will be by my side forever. Rest in peace in your new home. Razan. We did hear that Razan sacrificed his real family to achieve his vampiric state. So obviously he was trying to create a new family to replace it with. But that is pretty standard vampire stuff. Farewell, old friend. Never again shall you warm my skin and soothe my sadness. Today I embrace the night. Today I enter eternity. I reject the gods and their power. I become one with darkness. Estala Mertvik. Born 1005 AC. Reborn 1024 AC. Which I believe stands for After Cataclysm. And this game takes place about 1,000 years after the Cataclysm, I think. So that would imply that he actually converted her pretty recently. It does create an intriguing dichotomy for this episode, for the two main story arcs we just went through. The story of Yvreth, who as a young girl had her family taken away from her, and then who, through happenstance, unwittingly spent her entire life training to essentially avenge them. And then Razan, who deliberately sacrificed his family for power, but then used those powers to try to create a new surrogate family to replace them. At any rate, we are past time, and that wraps up the last of our side quests, so we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll head back to Caer Kiflin, take care of the bookkeeping, and we will pick up there next time, as we resume our main quest. We've got 4 more Apocalypse gems to find, so we'd best get back to it. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Solasta, Crown of the Magister, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official social media feeds, or the official store pages. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push any of the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon. Links are in the description.
You know, paperwork.